Hello everyone, Chris here with Platinum Reviews, and today I have the newest Platinum review for Yakuza Like a Dragon. I'm also going to be trying out a few different things. I made a lot of really short clips of the game instead of longer, minute-long clips, so let me know if you like these shorter clips to showcase more of the games, or if you prefer the longer clips of like a minute or so, and I'll kind of switch depending on what everybody wants. But Platinum Review, if this is your first time on the channel, is where I platinum the game, I get all the trophies, and then I review it. That way it's a full review and not some half-ass review. So let's jump right into this. Yakuza Like a Dragon easily surpassed my expectations. I have been a fan of the Yakuza games for a while now, but I can say that I've never actually beat one, let alone platinumed any. I've played a bunch of the games and I keep going back and playing them. However, it wasn't until Like a Dragon that I felt engulfed with the story and everything in the game, the need to turn on my PS5 just to play it. I fell in love with the game, the story, the characters, everything. It's truly a special thing when a game is not afraid to take risk and change the entire aspect of the game series after multiple mainline games. Like a Dragon sees a new protagonist in Ichiban Kasuga instead of Kazuma Kiryu, which had been the main playable character in every other game. Not only did they change the main character, they also changed the game genre. From stepping away from their beat-em-up roots, they have now shifted to the Yakuza series to a turn-based JRPG. When this was first announced, I was on board because I love turn-based RPGs, but I was worried. How would that make the series change, and if the game would be good anymore? Before I get further into that, let's jump into the game a little bit more. The story puts you in new protagonist Ichiban Kasuga's shoes after he tries to uncover a Yakuza conspiracy. I can't really go much more into detail with it without spoiling anything. Also, if you've seen any of my reviews, you know that I don't like to spoil anything, so I will say I loved the story. I thought it was paced really well. Early on, I wasn't getting a lot of answers I wanted, and it felt like they just kept adding more and more questions, but as the story progressed, every detail made sense, and it left me with a huge amount of satisfaction. Once the credits rolled, I was so happy with my journey. I would easily suggest the game just on the story alone. Let's go ahead and move on to gameplay. Gameplay in Like a Dragon moved to a turn-based JRPG. While keeping some of the main features of previous Yakuza games, battles take place in the exact location where you run into the enemies, which leads to some awesome areas to fight enemies. However, this leads to the game's biggest flaw. Characters will often get stuck on objects and miss attacks because of it, or they will have obstacles that get in their way that will cause them to take forever to attack, or even just miss the attack altogether. If you don't have an opening to an enemy, other enemies will interrupt, which is a good idea, but often doesn't work correctly due to some of the environments you fight in. Also, sometimes these enemies that you fight as part of the story will disappear from one angle to another when in cinematics. Another gripe that this game had is it did not feature any save migration from PS4 to PS5. The game came out in PS4, I want to say in November, and on series consoles, but it came to PS5 months later with no save migration. This led me to have to play the PS4 version on my PS5 instead of the PS5 version. It wasn't a huge issue and nothing I'm going to knock it for, but it was something I was disappointed in. The PS4 version didn't have any issues that the PS5 version did, so it worked the same, but I was disappointed I couldn't migrate that over. That's it for my gripes with this game, though. So I hope everybody's ready for the things that blew me away in Like a Dragon. Let's start with the job system. You have different jobs like hero, fortune teller, hostess, etc. Each of these having different abilities or giving your character different elemental attacks. These jobs are so unique and can really change how your character fights. You use taxis to fast travel, you fix your weapons and upgrade them at a mechanic shop. They use so many cool real-world features for an RPG set in the real world that it's super unique to see how they work different aspects of RPG elements in so perfectly. If you've played any of the Yakuza games, then you know there is so many side things that you can spend hours getting lost playing, and this is no different. From managing businesses, to racing go-karts, even collecting Sujidex entries, which is like a Pokédex for enemies you beat up. This game is all over the place with all these awesome side things that you can do. You can truly get lost playing this game while forgetting that there's a main game that you need to play as well. Now on to music and graphics. The battle music flows perfectly with the different areas that you fight and can sometimes really get you into the battle. Graphically, the game looks pretty, similar to Judgment or Yakuza Song of Life, which isn't bad, but it's nothing astonishing if you've played any of those other games from this developer. It's truly hard to discuss every aspect of this game because this needs to be a game that you experience for yourself. Whether you are a longtime Yakuza fan or a newcomer, Like a Dragon is a great entry point and an overall great adventure. Yakuza Like a Dragon easily gets a 9 out of 10, and it's became one of my favorite games of all time. As far as the platinum, there is no missable trophies. However, there is a really difficult one that will take a lot of grinding to get. To complete the true Millennium Tower, I suggest level 99 characters and job class level 99, EX upgraded weapons, and lots of heals. Some enemies can be ran by if you're careful enough. Most of the enemies have the ability to one-hit kill you. So if you're not leveled up, you're going to run into issues and not be able to complete it or have a really hard time completing it. If you are having any issues, let me know in the comments down below, and I'll try and help you down as much as possible. The platinum difficulty, I would give a 7 out of 10. There's lots of grinding, and that true final Millennium Tower make it a pretty difficult, but a satisfying platinum. Thank you guys so much for watching this review. If you guys have any questions about the game, let me know in the comments down below. Any questions about the trophies, anything like that, let me know and I'll try and help you out the best I can. Other than that, though, this has been it for me. Don't forget to hit that follow or the subscribe button, like the video. Helps me out a lot, lets me know you like what I'm doing. If you like this format where I do shorter clips of the videos, then yeah, let me know. Or if you prefer the older one where I do like minute-long clips, stuff like that, let me know and I'll switch how I'm doing this format. But that's it for me, guys. Thank you so much, and as always, keep getting those trophies. I'll catch you guys in the next Platinum review.